Today, Mark asked me, I'm an expert at PPC as well as SEO, and one thing I learned 5 years ago when I was getting into this market was that in order to get the least cost per click, you really have to include SEO on all of your landing pages that you're sending pay-per-click traffic to. So what is SEO, and how important is it, and how difficult is it for you to get good organic rankings or get quality landing pages so you can get less on your keywords when you're doing pay-per-click? So I want to go over what SEO is first, because there's a lot of confusion as far as, hey, I need SEO, but most people don't understand that there's many subcategories on what exactly SEO is. SEO, for the really newbies, is search engine optimization. It means you're optimizing your website, your landing pages, and your squeeze pages, as well as your articles, as well as your press releases, any social media site, even Yahoo video pages. They need to be optimized for the search engines, not just one specific landing page. Every page that you're doing something on nowadays needs to have a theme for the search engine. So not only do you need to know how to do SEO for your own website, but you have to make sure, if you are doing link building or you're doing social media, you want to make sure that those keywords that you're trying to rank for that specific market, you've done your keyword research and you've optimized whatever text or blurb, like on Twitter. I've noticed when I'm posting my tweets on Twitter, when I say I'm doing a webinar on SEO, I notice all of a sudden I have a lot of SEO people following me. There's a lot of software now that follows specific keywords, and it follows certain types of people depending on the type of post you make. So if you're in the market and you're trying to get more business in your niche and you want to target specific types of people, a form of SEO would be to optimize that specific tweet. I mean, it can get down to as small as a tweet. But we're going to be looking at SEO for websites, for landing pages, and I'm going to show you an example. I can show you a couple of examples, depending on how much time we have, of how important it is to know what keyword that you want to optimize for first. So I do know there's a woman in San Diego who makes a lot of money on a site that I have mentioned in other webinars I've done before, but we have a lot of new people on, so you guys might not be familiar with this. And I went to OfferVault and I said, previously, she's been around for quite a few years. And the last I heard, she was making about $65,000 a month with this website. And I did hear through a friend that is friends with the woman, she had a month that was a slow month for her. She was a little disappointed because she only made $25,000 that month. You would never, I wouldn't be sad myself. I'm sure she wasn't sad, but I guess if you go from 65 grand to 25 grand, that's a big leap, and you're going to have to test and wonder why that happened. Is it a seasonal market, or was there something else that she should have done, whether it was landing page criteria, copywriting, change the opt-in, change the squeeze page, offered something else free, offered something else on the back end as an upsell that would make her more money. There's so many different variables. But one of the things she did was she did her keyword research. And I'll go through that. But the first thing I did was I went to OfferVault, and the niche is how to quilt. The other domain name, how to quilt, all one word, was taken, so she put the hyphens in. But I do see, as of today, August 4th, how to quilt is available with a sale payout of $17.53 under the home and family category. I went over to the ClickBank. There are a couple new ones over there, but I didn't see hers on there yet, so you'll maybe check tomorrow. I'm not doing this really necessarily so you can be an affiliate of hers, by the way. I want to go over her SEO and show you how smart she is. So we'll look at her landing page, and it's really important that you understand what you're trying to rank for, and more importantly, before you even want to rank for it, you need to know how much traffic does that get. Let's go over here to the Google keyword tool, and I typed in already how to quilt, and we'll scroll down. And how much traffic does the keyword how to quilt get? Last month was 74,000 searches. And then we have how to make a quilt, 22,000. I'm going to hit this here, and you can see there's a lot of competition for it. I clicked on the local search volume. I'm not concerned with the cost per click at this point because I'm only looking at SEO factors. But if I do want to know how much it costs, again, you click on Show All. Let's have that update. And again, how to quilt, 74,000 searches for the number 1, 2, and 3 position is going to cost me, if I have an excellent quality score, I've been around for a while, I'm going to pay an average of 35 cents a click. I would personally start bidding $1 knowing that, so I get in the higher spots, but I would also have a quality landing page. Now, if you look here, you can see this isn't necessarily seasonal, but this is pretty much a steady influx of traffic. This is something you can count on that's going to be a long-term viable business. So do I want to, I mean, if there was nothing here for 6 months and then all of a sudden it picked up, I might wonder what's going on with that keyword, but this is something where you can get into a long-term business. You know there's a significant amount of traffic, and I've got the top 3 highest traffic keywords here with some decent competition. How to quilt, how to make quilt, and how to make a quilt. So let's go here to Google Insights, how to quilt, how to make quilt, and how to make a quilt. And to make sure I get this right, how to make quilt. It's odd how people search for things. How to make quilt. And I'm just going to do the United States for now to look at where these people are searching. Again, I always want to know as much information as possible. That's just how I am. I like to know where my market is. I like to know as much about my market as possible, so I know how to target them, what kind of words I might be targeting. And it's pretty interesting to me. These are Utah, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, West Virginia, Kentucky, Iowa, and Maine. That's really interesting to me. I mean, I guess those are more chilly states, so those people are looking to learn how to quilt, and it's going to probably be a better market in the winter time, I would imagine. But so we'll go back to looking at her website. She's got an offer here. I'm sorry, someone had to do that in the middle of the webinar. She's got a good opt-in box, and what she's really offering here is she's got a good free quilt block patterns, and she's offering 10 of them for free if you opt in. So we're going to close that though, because we really don't care about that right now. What we're looking at is the SEO on her site, and we want to see if I want to get in this market, I want to compete with her, and I want to get above her on how to quilt. Because, by the way, she is on the first page of Google for the keyword how to quilt, because she is optimized. I'm going to look and see how many pages does she have, and I'm going to look at her source code, and I'm going to look at the keyword density on here and see how many times is she repeating the word how to quilt or other variations of how to quilt. Now you can see this is a long page. I'll keep scrolling down because I want to show you guys the bottom. She does something very interesting at the bottom here. She's got some more articles here with types of quilts. We'll keep scrolling down more. Here she's doing something very smart. These are anchor text links to other pages that are quilt block patterns, free quilt patterns, how to bind a quilt, a DVD, a rag quilt pattern. These are all some really good keywords. And then she's got her regular disclaimers, and she's got her address in La Mesa, down in San Diego, and she's got her phone number on there. That shows legitimacy, and it shows Google a lot. That's really important for SEO purposes as well, because if you are a business and people can contact you and you do provide a phone number and an address, you're going to get extra points for doing something like that because you're a reachable person, you're a real live person. Now, this page here, I'd like everybody who's really interested in SEO to download SEO Quake. This is the free version. This specific page is a page rank of 3. It's being indexed by Google. 613 pages are indexed. Yahoo always shows their hand more, and they show you most of the landing pages. Yahoo is saying that there's 852 links, and the Yahoo link domain is saying 3,000.